All right, welcome back to Year 7 Maths, Session 12. We're picking up right where fractions left off. Take a look at these two amounts. 1/2 and 2/4 look totally different written down, don't they? But watch what happens once we draw them as bars. They're exactly the same size. By the end of today, you'll spot equivalent fractions on sight, simplify any fraction down to its lowest terms, and compare fractions fairly using a common denominator. So what actually makes two fractions equivalent? They stand for the exact same amount, just written with different numbers on top and bottom. Here's the trick. Multiply or divide both the numerator and the denominator by the same number, and the value never changes. You're really only multiplying by a fraction worth exactly 1. You'll run into equivalent fractions more often than you'd think. Doubling a recipe that needs 1/2 a cup of milk? That's the same as needing 2/4 or even 4/8, just measured in smaller units. Splitting a chocolate bar into 6 pieces and eating 3 of them is exactly the same as splitting it into 2 pieces and eating 1. A player scoring 6 goals out of 8 shots has the same strike rate as scoring 3 out of 4. Equivalent fractions, just different numbers. Why bother with this? Because spotting equivalence instantly makes every later fraction skill faster. Comparing, adding, and subtracting fractions all rely on rewriting them with matching denominators first. That's equivalence in action. It also stops a really common slip, treating the numerator and denominator as separate numbers instead of one linked pair that has to change together. Let's actually see equivalence happen. Here's 1/2 split into 2 equal parts. Multiply top and bottom by 2, and 1/2 becomes 2/4. Same amount of bars shaded, just cut into smaller pieces. Multiply by 4 instead, and 1/2 becomes 4/8. Look at the shading. It's still exactly half the bar, every single time. Now let's simplify a fraction the fast way. 18/24. Find the HCF of 18 and 24 first. 18 is 2 times 3 squared, 24 is 2 cubed times 3, so the shared factors give an HCF of 6. Divide both numbers by that HCF in one clean step. 18 divided by 6 is 3, and 24 divided by 6 is 4. So 18/24 simplifies to 3/4, and since 3 and 4 share no common factor, we're done. Now for a fair comparison. Which is bigger, 3/5 or 5/8? You can't just compare 3 and 5, the pieces are different sizes. Find the LCM of 5 and 8. They share no common factor, so it's simply 5 times 8, which is 40. Convert both fractions to 40ths. 3/5 becomes 24/40, and 5/8 becomes 25/40. 25 is bigger than 24, so 5/8 is the larger fraction, even though 5 looked like the smaller starting number. Here's a complete worked example. Put 5/6, 3/4, and 7/12 in order from smallest to largest. 12 is already a multiple of 6 and of 4, so 12 works as the common denominator for all 3 fractions at once. Converting each one. 5/6 becomes 10/12, 3/4 becomes 9/12, and 7/12 is already there. Now just compare the numerators. 10, 9, 7, giving the order 7/12, then 3/4, then 5/6. Changing only the numerator or only the denominator breaks the fraction's value. Both numbers always move together. An unsimplified fraction isn't wrong, it's just clunkier to work with later. Simplifying is a courtesy, not a rule you're breaking if you skip it. And comparing numerators only works once the denominators match. 3 isn't bigger than 5, just because it's a smaller number written on its own. Practice question 1. Which fraction is equivalent to 3/5? Option A is 4/6. Option B is 6/10. Option C is 3/10. Option D is 5/3. Go on, pause the video, and try multiplying top and bottom by the same number. Option B is correct, 6/10. Multiplying both the numerator and denominator of 3/5 by 2 gives 6/10, the exact same value. Practice question 2. Which pair correctly converts 1/4 and 3/10 to a common denominator? Option A is 5/20 and 6/20. Option B is 1/4 and 3/10 unchanged. Option C is 10/40 and 12/40. Option D is 1/14 and 3/14. Pause here and find the LCM of 4 and 10 first. Option A is correct. 5/20 and 6/20. The LCM of 4 and 10 is 20. 1/4 becomes 5/20 and 3/10 becomes 6/20. Practice question 3. Which is larger, 5/6 or 7/9? Option A is 5/6. Option B is 7/9. Option C is they're equal. Option D is it can't be determined. Pause and convert both fractions to 8/9 before you decide. Option A is correct. 5/6 is larger. Using 18, let's tie it together. Multiplying or dividing the top and bottom of a fraction by the same number never changes its value. That's equivalence. Dividing both numbers by their HCF simplifies a fraction to lowest terms in a single step. And to compare fractions fairly, convert them to a shared denominator, their LCM. So only the numerators are left to compare. Keep going with Year 7 Maths at bridgetoexam.com.